Welcome to this professional learning short to support pupil support staff in closing the poverty-related attainment gap. I'm Maureen Mooney, Attainment Advisor for Aberdeenshire. Now, just as the role of pupil support staff can vary, so can the name. Some pupil support staff are referred to as school assistants, educational auxiliaries, classroom assistants, support assistants, and so on. So for the purpose of this professional learning session, we will use the term pupil support staff. The aim of this professional learning short is to consider the varied role of pupil support staff within the national context. The short also highlights the Scottish Attainment Challenge and the role pupil support staff can play in helping to close the poverty-related attainment gap. So what does the role of pupil support staff involve? This can vary greatly depending on the local authority, the educational establishment, the needs of the learner, etc., and can often be very context specific. It can include supporting learning and teaching, supporting relational approaches, providing personal care, being the key person for a learner, and so much more. Pupil support staff are essential and valuable members of early learning and childcare settings and school communities. Pupil support staff are in a position to make close and meaningful relationships with children and young people. They are often best placed to hear learners' views and experiences of the individual challenges they face and the support they need. Pupil support staff discussions with teachers and school leaders about needs, strategies and planning for learners is therefore essential. The Pupil Support Staff Professional Learning Framework has been designed with 3 levels. This new framework can be found in the National Improvement Hub and includes activities and resources in a variety of formats. This is regularly updated and developed and no login is required. The 3 levels are informed, skilled and enhanced. Informed is universal support with key induction activities indicated. Skilled is additional targeted support, and enhanced provides intensive specialised context-specific support. Local authorities, regional improvement collaboratives and professional unions can access this offer and integrate any of the activities into their professional learning opportunities. The framework has also been developed around 5 core areas: Scottish educational context and knowledge, communication and collaboration, developing positive relationships, child wellbeing and development, personal and professional development, wellbeing, organisation and creativity. Each core area has a range of learning activities for staff working with children and young people, promoting rights and relationship-based inclusive approaches for all learners. As you can see, it's no easy task, and this is before we consider the why. The shared responsibility we all have to support the refreshed Scottish Attainment Challenge of using education to improve outcomes for children and young people impacted by poverty, with a focus on tackling the poverty-related attainment gap. Simon Sinek starts with the why. So why are you watching this? Why do you do what you do? Yes, it's a job, the hours probably suit, and there's the financial aspect, but why? Why this job? Sinek says the why is all about your purpose. The how, some people in schools know how they do what they do, and the hows are often given to explain how something is different or better. And the what? Everyone knows what they do. Everyone can easily describe their daily purpose, often through an outcome or their job function. But Sinek says when we start with the why, we go from the inside out. Why is the reason to care, and the whats merely represent the proof of that belief. So what is the advantage of first focusing on the why? The why gives a purpose, The why is your moral compass that keeps you on track. The Scottish Attainment Challenge is our moral purpose. It's about achieving equity in educational outcomes, with a particular focus on closing the poverty-related attainment gap. Equity can be achieved by ensuring every child has the same opportunity to succeed. The First Minister launched the Scottish Attainment Challenge in February 2015 to bring a greater sense of urgency and priority to the issue. It's underpinned by the National Improvement Framework, Curriculum for Excellence and Getting It Right for Every Child. The Scottish Attainment Challenge provides focused and targeted improvement activity in literacy, numeracy and health and wellbeing across Scotland. It also supports and complements a broad range of initiatives and programmes to ensure that all of Scotland's children and young people reach their full potential. Research carried out by Glasgow and Heriot-Watt universities identified common factors of poverty and found that children living in poverty are more likely to have lower attainment, leave school earlier, be unemployed, display risky behaviours or offend, have weight or health problems, and have parents that don't trust or engage with services. They also found that they're less likely to experience early home learning and value education. The Excellence and Equity agenda lies at the heart of our curriculum and is supported by a number of policies. And as we recover from COVID-19, equity is even more crucial in supporting all of our children and young people to achieve their full potential. I'm sure we're all aware that equity isn't just about the resources provided. It's also about the actions and ethos, the actions taken as a school and a community, and raising awareness of poverty and promoting equity is fundamental to closing the poverty-related attainment gap. So before we can close the poverty-related attainment gap, we need to identify the gap and the children and families who are disadvantaged by poverty, as well as the nature of the barriers they face. Are you aware of the learners within the classroom who are disadvantaged by poverty? So what can we do? Joseph Rowntree Foundation and Growing Up in Scotland research suggests that social relationships with parents, schools and friends are key to social and emotional well-being. Growing Up in Scotland 2016 takes this further and suggests that whole family involvement may have a better chance of success and lead to greater improvements for the child. So the challenge is to think of inventive ways to involve parents more in their child's learning. Perhaps there's an opportunity to build on the homeschool links that have been forged or strengthened as a result of COVID-19. Do you offer a safe, non-threatening context? Parents' experience of school may have been a bad one. They may have had learning difficulties themselves or suffer from anxiety or mental health issues. Are they invited into the classroom for 5 minutes after school when other children have gone? Do you share the successes or only the challenges?